So I wanted to follow up on this speed backpack by Frenchie Co, and I've been using it for a couple weeks now. So I really like wearing it. I think the pulley system took a little bit of getting used to, but what I came to understand is that you need to keep the straps fairly tight in their adjustment in order for this to work really well. Otherwise, when it pulls up, it's just going to be way too much and it just falls off your shoulder. So that's one thing I noticed. I also noticed that when closing these, if you have these a little bit down and you're trying to close it, then it won't easily close. So having them more towards the top so the magnets align, that will help in the process. I have been using this bottom pouch to store my keys, and I think it is great. It's sometimes hard to get this to align, to get the magnets to snap there. So those are some things that I have been noticing about it. I do, when riding my electric longboard, I do use the chest strap, and that does help with using with keeping it secure. One concern that I actually have, and I have been using this pouch to store my water bottle, so it's sometimes hard to get in here. Right now I don't have the bag overstuffed, but when I have like a couple of my laptops in here, it is kind of hard to get in here. And then just even without it being overstuffed, you can kind of see that it's pushing the limits of this pocket. This part right here is elastic, so I could see this wearing over time, and I don't know, it hasn't done that yet because it's only been a couple weeks, but I spent some time in the military, and a lot, generally speaking, durable equipment doesn't use elastic where it can be avoided, so I'm not sure about that one. I might have preferred that this be some type of drawstring or draw strap. We'll see how this ends up in the long run. That is a concern. If you're putting anything larger inside of those pouches, I keep an umbrella in the other pouch, so it's not that big. I have not yet used these side pouches that they said were for larger items. They're not wide. They're also elastic here, so if you did put anything large in there, I think those will wear over time. So that's a concern. But I mean, again, I haven't used these side pouches because I haven't really found a use. I probably could put the umbrella in there, but rather than it being in the way when doing the side flaps, I keep it in here at the front of the bag. So one of the other factors with this bag is a lot of the storage comes from the fact that you can expand the top here. So if you have things that are wide, then you can run into a limitation here. So I keep like a lot of my chargers and things like that inside these internal pouches in here. That's where a lot of that stuff can easily fit. And then I keep my iPad in this main pouch. So this is just not very wide. And then the other pouch is where I currently just have my Mac. And I fit my another laptop in here, and I have my Mac here, and then I have my iPad here. So all of that fits, but as you get anything wider and you need to bring the chargers and whatnot, that can become a concern. Now obviously you can still probably fit up top by using this top portion. Let me close this. I mean, there's a ton of space up on top, but if you do have anything that is wider, you can run into that limitation. So you could effectually, the top pouch will allow for you to fit anything that is wider up in the top, but this is where I'll put my lunchbox, and it fits in there fine, but I need to expand it, and use the expansion up top a bit in order to fit it comfortably. So that's just a minor limitation. I don't think it's, you know, a big problem, at least for the purposes of this bag in my use. If you're using this as an actual travel bag, I think you may run into some limitations in terms of fitting everything that you need in here. So it's kind of up to you on whether you think this fits your needs. Oh, there was questions about you know, being able to run. I am able to run and ride my electric longboard with this just fine. It stays snug on my back, so just again, the straps are really good when you have them tight on your shoulders, and you don't need to loosen and tighten them because of the pulley system. One other thing that I do have some concerns about are the possibilities of these straps wearing. I don't know. I mean, because they're going in and out of here so much, I mean, it still remains to be seen. I think one of the little pouches was an extra shoulder strap, but I don't see a way that this actually gets replaced. So one of the things that came with it, I might be a replacement shoulder strap, but I'm not sure. I don't know how that works in terms of possibility replacing that if needed. So you know, that remains to be seen. It's too early to tell on some of those things. Those are just my thoughts on it initially. Again, let me know if you have any comments or questions in the comments below, and subscribe to hear more about this. I will continue to use this. I think it's a great bag, and I'm really enjoying it so far. Thanks for watching.